Hi team, this is Sean from Process Improvement, and today I'm going to walk you through Markdown Manager and how we utilize this new program in our meat department. Alright, the best part about using Markdown Manager in the meat department is that it really doesn't change any of your normal systems and routines. The only change and the only difference is that instead of using the $1, $3, and $5 meat coupons, you're going to use Markdown Manager. Okay, already this morning, we pulled all the close-coated and distressed meat from the meat case. Altogether, we have about 9 items that need to be marked down. We'll start with beef. Alright, so once you're signed into the markdown application, all you need to do is you scan the item that's going to get marked down. And instantly, the markdown label prints out. The next step is really critical, and that's how we place the label on the products. Okay, once your label's printed out, you peel off the label, and the placement is going to be just underneath the weight, the unit price, the original unit price, and the code date. You don't want to cover up any of that information. So basically all we're covering up is the original price down there and the original UPC. And that's how we place the label on the product. And also when you see the placement of the label, now you understand why recently the store address was moved from the bottom of the label to the top. This way, when you place the label on it, we're not covering up any vital information that the customers may need. Here's an example of a UPC item that needed to be marked down. Label placement is bottom left corner. Same placement that we put the normal Markdown Manager labels over the Hobart labels. So again, we're staying consistent with label placement. The only difference is we peeled off the removable UPC and covered the UPC on the back. Okay, here's an example where we have 2 UPC items that need to be marked down. We have 2 8515 grass-fed grinds that we're going to mark down. You have 2 options: either scan the UPC twice to print out 2 labels, or in this case, I'm going to show you a pro trick. You can select multiple labels in Periscope, scan the item, select 2 for this instance because there's 2 packages that need to be marked down, and 2 labels instantly print out in the markdown machine. Okay, again, there's no changes compared to how we use the coupon program. Once the item's marked down, it goes right back into its original place within the schematic and rotated to where the customer is encouraged to buy this item that's at high risk of going out of code compared to this item. Something else you're going to notice with Markdown Manager is we have different discount percents on different items. In this case, this grass-fed grind, we have at 25%. London broil, grass-fed, we have at 35%. And the pork chops, we have at 40%. The reason for the changes and the differences in percentages is some of these items sell through quicker than others. It's easier to sell a markdown grass-fed grind than it is the center cut pork. If a markdown item doesn't sell and goes out of code, when you're scanning out shrink, make sure that you always scan out the markdown label UPC. Periscope will recognize it and it will scan and go through the system at the correct cost and retail.